Hello, my name is Jadana Lee Mackey. I'm studying my Bachelor's in Education at Stadio Higher Education, and this is my beginning knowledge assignment. Our assignment is the geography section of life skills, and today we're going to be looking at my assignment based off of Billy's story. So we'll begin here. We'll be first looking at the learning outcomes of this activity. By the time this lesson's over, the grade R learners will know how to find and talk about where things are in the story, like the shops, the big tree, or Billy's house. They will use words to say things such as the shop is next to something or the big tree is far from something. The grade R learners will be able to use the words to describe where the shop is and where the big trees are in the story. We will look at exploration first. They will have exploration, learning and improving, and it'll help using what you learn in this activity. Then we move over to resources. These are 2 activities I've done. So the first resource is there's different landmarks for each of the examples in the story. So Billy's house is the blocks, the plants over here is the forest, and the shops is the different condiments and ingredients. This little car here will be Billy, and they will use the little car Billy to travel to the different places to learn and understand the spatial setup of Billy's story. And in the second one, I've cut out little footprints, and I will use those footprints to put it to a different location, and using those locations they'll need to tell me where Billy is going. And this will help support the topological mapping through physical building of space using a familiar object, and it helps learners to visualize 3D spatial relations and in a concrete sensory way before moving to paper maps. That's for the first activity. For the second activity, it teaches grade R learners to track a path and understand directionality, which is fundamental for reading map routes later on in further stages. Then we have the 3 stages of mapping development. We have the first stage where kids start making maps when they're really young in preschool, and at this age they picture maps and make maps of places around them that they know, like their homes or their bedrooms. And then they get a little older in grades like 1 to 3, and they start making maps and have details and important places on them. These maps are exactly right in the terms of size. And then when we move over to grade 4 learners, they use symbols, and they are sure everything is in the right places or at the size, and this is called abstract mapping. It is a big step in learning to make maps. Then fundamental themes of geography. We're looking at 2 themes here. We're looking at location and movement. Location, this theme helps learners to find spots on the map, and they can see where a shop or tree is in their neighborhood. And when we look at movement, this is developed by tracking. So tracking Billy as he interacts with surroundings, and he moves from his home to the shop and back to the forest. This shows how people travel between locations like Billy does. Then we look at the 4 elements of history. We have time, people, space and places, and events or changes. And the 2 examples I chose is spaces, where we figure out where Billy's story takes place by looking at the neighborhood he's in, and this helps people learn and understand where things happen in the story. And then we look at people. We look at Billy, the people he meets, like his grandmother, and the shops, to help people learn and find out who is in the story. And that is it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed.